Diamond Simulation World, and this is another Train Sim World video, as I'm going to be doing some riding around tonight with some other locations, plus unlocking another new location. The last time I did this video, I unlocked the Peninsula Corridor. Tonight we're heading to the East Coast Way of Southern England, so that should be a lot of fun too, as we're going to be hitting on the good end of the train, and then maybe just maybe going back and doing some roars, signored, running, and all that good stuff. And there's also West Somerset, of course, for tonight. So, you know, as I'm going to be hitting on some simple trains here tonight. You know, the one stickers, as I call them, the one gears, where you have the gear and the brake all on the same stick. So that is going to be really awesome. But tonight we're going to hit on the new, yes, just to let you know, the new train that I do have unlocked. Hey, Mike and Lady. Mike and Lady are here. So just to show you real fast what new trains I do have unlocked now. Of course, if you remember Peninsula Corridor, we had the Gallery Cab Car CT97, and then, whoops, here we go, the Cab Car CT97, and then of course we had, and Ryan's here too, and then we had the F40PH-2 Cat CT97, and then of course we do have our GP38-2 UP, and then the two new cars I've unlocked is the bi-level cab car CT97, and then of course the MP36PH3C-3CCT, otherwise known as the Baby Bullet. So we will be looking at some runs with them tonight. And then of course we do have also, let me go real fast to the East Coast Way, which is off of Southern England. Some new territory out here tonight, and some new trains. Over here we have, of course, the Class 66 DBS, which we have on the other, which we have already on the original line, with of course our, in which we have on our original line with the Great Western Railway. And then of course we do have the Class 377/4SN. So that is where we're going to be heading. That's where we're going to be heading tonight. Oh yes, how is everyone doing here tonight? Glad you could join us here tonight for some awesome train sim world action. Don't know if it's really action, it's more about just unwinding and relaxing. I'll put you that way. That's how I look at it. Hold on just a minute. Oops. Alright, much better. Wide open. Yes, how are we all doing? Well, I can tell you honestly how I am doing. I am doing great, as completed first night back since the whole virus thing began, and it was pretty interesting to be back, and quite interesting to say the least. So that's what I can say all about it. So tell me this, guys, tell me this right now, you, Ryan, Mike, Lady. Oh, how was work? Oh, right now it was very uneventful since no one was there except for me last night. So today was the first day everybody, staff-wise, was due back. The place is not quite open yet for guests, and we don't know when the official timetable will be on when we could possibly reopen again, but we're waiting for the state to kind of think about, of course, the safety of everybody, but just to kind of get the okay of possibly reopening again, so we'll just have to see. But yeah, very interesting. Just like the last night I worked, but the last night I worked, it was with pretty much except where my office was, everything else was turned off light-wise. So that was a little weird and creepy. But last night was a lot better with all the lights on and everything looked vibrant and ready to go. We just doors are still locked and we're not accepting any guests at this point. So you know, who knows when this whole coronavirus thing will kind of hit our way in, but I'm sure we will figure it all out. So tell me this, guys, what do we want to start off with tonight? Do we want to hit the NEC of New York, the Great Western Express, the Brits, or do we want to hit the Rapid Transit, which is the S-Bahn series out of Germany, the West Somerset Railway out of course, Britain, the Ruhr-Signord out of Germany, the Long Island Railroad out of New York, or the Peninsula Corridor out of the Caltrain system out from San Francisco to San Jose, or the newest one, East Coastway off the countryside of southern England. Now you're where we're going with this stream tonight. So go ahead. Germany. Okay, so Germany. Okay, Ryan. So give me your choices for Germany: Ruhr-Signord or the Rapid Transit, the S-Bahn series. I don't think, have I done a video where I've done the S-Bahn series? If I haven't, yes, it's definitely worth a oh, come on, Mike. You know, yeah, I pretty much have detailed all these locations by the name of the countries. Okay, so Rapid Transit, that sounds like a winner. But yes, in case you're a little confused, NEC New York, of course, is New York. The Great Western Express, which is the Brits. Rapid Transit, which is Germany, the S-Bahn series. And then West Somerset Railway, of course, is Britain, but on the country end of Britain. And then Ruhr-Signord, which is Germany, but it covers the Ruhr Valley, which I call the valley. Long Island Railroad, which is of course New York City, but this covers everything from New York to Jamaica, and then of course Peninsula Corridor, which you've already seen, and then of course East Coastway. All right, so we have a tie here: Ruhr-Signord or the Rapid Transit. Well, just to kind of get you kind of a little curious here, Ryan, we're going to start with the Rapid Transit, the S-Bahn series, just to show you, just like I showed you in my video, help for Ryan, when I did the Great Western Express, how simple the one control system can be. Well, same thing can be said for the S-Bahn series in the DBBR 1442 Talent 2. Alright, so we're going to hit a timetable run here. Yes, I'm going to hit the same, and it's really cool that I can drive the other two on this, but I'm going to go with the BR 1442-6 Talent 2, just to make it simple. Alright, so I've done that. I'm going to hit the Magdeburg Leipzig-Conwitz, which of course will take us down through the tunnel. And we love the tunnel. The tunnel really is fun. But just this is just to continue to show you, Ryan, how simple, once you really get used to the trains and all that type thing, is really a lot of fun. And the simplest ones to start out with, of course, are the one stick trains, which of course is the GWR, the S-Bahn series. And then the LI. Why do we have cabin lights on? Thank you. We don't need cab lights on. Alright, there it goes. I'll tell you one thing, the loading process, during updates and everything, the loading process has gotten So much better. No joke. Alright, I'm going to go with the boom here just to kind of check out the loading process. And plus I like to see the doors open and close. I'm a sucker for it. Okay. So we have to wait. Oh, the joy. So, how was everybody's start to the week on this Monday? Mike says he was doing good. And Ryan, how are you doing, my friend? Alright, 3 seconds to showtime. Alright, we are... Okay... I've got to close that. Okay, oops. Yeah, release that. Okay, done that, done that, done that. Okay.
Vorsicht bei der Einfahrt.
Okay, why am I not getting any power? No, it's supposed to be that way. Oh. The handbrake's released. Oh, well, that could be the other issue. Oops. Alright, here we go. Just forgot to turn the directional thing to on. Die. And we drive different trains. Alright. Just took a drive just to get out. Well, that sounds like a capital idea. And we gotta go. Now, one thing about this train, this thing really kicks. This thing absolutely kicks in gear. This thing is so fast. Alright, 2 miles to go here. Alright, turn it down just a little bit. As we are going uphill, 1.7 miles left to go here. Now, like I said, Ryan, this is another one gear wonder where the brake and the accelerator are all on the same gear. I'll show you real fast. Yep, your throttle and your brake are all on the same stick. So very simple. Now for you, I would probably, until you really get, and you can go back and watch the video I did, for help for Ryan. Go back and watch that video as many times as you need in order to really understand the controls. To understand the controls on the controller. And like I said, it's so simple. And for one stickers, it's really about R2 and R1. R2 is your accelerator, R1 is your brake. And once you really get used to the whole up, down, going around, back and forth, all that fun stuff, then it will come so easy to you, and it won't be a problem at all. Now we're going to be about 2 minutes late. Mostly just due to the fact that I forgot to set the directional thing ahead. And even though it says yes, stop right there and all this and that jazz, I much rather, I always go past the point. I try to use as much of the deck as possible. And voila. And there goes the doors. See who we're getting, and well, we got plenty of people coming off. And a person going on. Yep, we were zooming. Oh yes. Yeah, occasionally, yes, we do need to just take a break. Oh yes, just to let you know, because this is now officially my new schedule, which is Monday through Sunday. I'm going to be ripping it hard this week. I'm going to be working on some things, hopefully release some videos of Train Sim World, in which I will record footage, and then of course add in my own audio, and then of course I still will be streaming, so get ready for that. It's going to be a ton of fun this week. It's going to be a week of either the way I look at it as this: you're going to love it, or you're going to get sick and tired of me. Alright, so we're going to pump it up, ready to go. We got 4.2 miles. Make it up to Mark. And like I said, Ryan, once you get to the point where you're really good and comfortable, bring on the videos, my friends. Oh, okay, awesome. And also, Ryan, I decided to take upon a challenge of trying to lead both the Mavericks and the Timberwolves to an 82-0 season. And I can tell you already, that has already taken a little bit of a bump as the Wolves lost to the Miami Heat. And I still have the Mavericks coming up, battling the Denver Nuggets, the team you lost to. So we'll see how the Mavericks do in the second go around as they try to go for 82-0. Because right now there's only two teams in the West that are currently undefeated. That is the Mavericks and Houston. And then on the other side, it's a three-way tie on the east side of the bracket. You have three teams vying for undefeated seasons already. So the Mavericks are still looking to remain undefeated as they take on Denver. And then of course Timberwolves still have their schedule coming up too. So we'll see how the season continues. Of course, the schedule still is 82-0. All right. Well, we'll see how that goes. Yeah, I'm kind of curious to see just how far I can actually get with the Mavericks, and to see just how far I can possibly go with them to go 82-0. The only thing that killed us in the Miami game with the Wolves was foul trouble and just horrific shooting. The Heat absolutely were no joke in that game. And of course, remember, I do play on very tough sliders. Yes, very nice horn. And just remember, I do play on very tough sliders, very tough difficulty. So it is, you always have to kind of chime in that extra level of difficulty when you're dealing with the same settings I use for the EXPA. So alright, so we are a mile out of mark. So we may as well just go ahead and start dropping some breakage here. I always do it with about 0.8 miles. That way I'm safe. I'm on the safe side. That way I'm not pushing my luck, as Mike and Lady understand how I did that early on in my train driving career. Honestly, I don't know if other trains actually do that, if they actually honk at each other when they pass each other, but I just do it to be friendly. And then of course on Diamond Simulation World, I'm going to be having more bus simulator, more construction simulator, more train sim world videos. And of course, keeping up with the EXPA, the goal for 82-0 for the Mavericks, to see if they can do that. And the beauty of this train, this thing stops on an absolute level dime. Now 10 is the max brake on this thing. And since I'm close enough here right now, and I will be including some videos for that. I actually did figure out something very interesting. I did not realize. I actually looked up a friend's video one time because he was asking me, since my original game capture thing went down, and he was like, well, why don't you stream some stuff and all this? And I was like, well, I really don't have the ability to. And he said, well, you need to look this up. Well, I did, and now I've found a way to be able to record footage and hopefully make videos and release them on YouTube. So I'm very excited about that, and plus excited to see the fact that it will also include game audio from the game itself. I'm of course Xing out the commentary, but I will be going back and adding in my own. But very cool. always have to get to where it needs to go, and then you're ready to go. And I am putting this sucker at full tilt. Since we have another 4 miles to go. One thing about the S-Bond series, until you get to the tunnel, there are no short trips on the S-Bond series. Everything is pretty much a stretch until you get to the tunnel. Then it becomes interesting. Just to see. I got my marker lights on, so I'm good there until I hit the tunnel. Woo! Are we hauling? We are rolling. And right now we're rolling on even terrain. Now we're going up a little bit of a hill. So to a point, I'm very excited about discovering what my friend told me, and so I will be able to put out some awesome content. Well, good. I know, I can tell. I noticed that you edited your tennis videos. So obviously you have a very nice grasp on what you're doing with the cutting, cutting out the parts you don't want to see and all that type of thing. I tell you, I would love to be able to. If I was proficient, good enough at editing, I am decently okay, but I'm not anywhere close to some of the other guys, or even you. I know I have one friend who does make MLB show videos just like you do, and he is so proficient. He actually edits out. He'll actually just show the innings where there was actual run scoring in the game. That's how proficient he is. So say like if you have a 1-0 lead, then his video might be maybe 10-15 minutes long due to the fact of not much run scoring, so he can pretty much go pretty quickly on his innings. It's always better to be safe than sorry. Start hitting down the I'm supposed to be dropping down in speed anyway. Yeah, crossway. Love the crossways. Never have to worry too much about this train. This train is an absolute hoss in stopping. I can get this thing stopped on 8, but I decided to roll a little bit and then go to 10. Oh yes, and to answer your question, Ryan, when you have your router in one room and that type of thing in another, what may work for you is the same thing I use here at the house that I live at, is a extender, a range extender, and I tell you that thing works well. Yeah, I still have hiccups time to time. I still have hiccups time to time, as we all know. You've seen enough of my videos to know when I have those hiccups. But other than that, I'm pretty satisfied with the range extender because in this house, there's really not a how they built this house must not have really thought about the day and age of internet and hookups and everything else. So, needless to say, yes, we were a little out of it, so to sort. Now, are you going to edit the finals, or are you going to show the finals all the way through? Alright, so we're about to hit Bitterfield, Wolf in Bitterfield, which is actually one of our shorter distances, 1.3 miles. Other than that, oh boy, I tell you. Oops. Okay. Oh, you gotta be kidding me. Okay. Tone I'm actually good right now. Yes, we can go 87. And not quite yet. Yeah, this whole route is just exquisite. Okay, sounds good. Hey, sounds good. You know, show the finals. Don't worry about like the first round, second round, quarterfinals, semis. Alright. And voila, the doors are open. Alright, so we're heading to Griffin. After everybody gets loaded up, I'll tell you one thing I've noticed with the updates. I noticed that the passenger loading has gotten a lot quicker than it did before. Unless you're in an area like New York or any busy area. Oh, thank you. Yes, I'm going to start tomorrow some test running, and going to be doing some Train Sim World videos, doing some routes called, like I said, my series called Journeys. Start on that, and then of course start on the next game, the Mavericks Nuggets game.
Bitte achten Sie darauf, Ihre persönlichen Gegenstände nicht zurückzulassen.
Alright. Well, thank you very much. Oh, I hate this thing. Alright, yeah, once that needle drops to a certain point, then you can go. You gotta have the needle drop. The BC needle on the right side. You gotta have it drop a certain level in order to get going. Alright, 1.2 miles to Greppen. Which ain't too far. At least a mile down the road. So we'll just be turning right around and doing this all over again. And like I said, you know, when you really start driving the trains line, just kind of play with the brake and the kind of just play with the brake and the accelerator, just to make sure you never want to you never want them to I'll put it this way, you never want to stop all the way out here and then have to restart again. So annoying. Like I said, start with the one stick trains first. They will be the easiest to deal with before you, I would say, starting with the two stick trains, which is your accelerator and your brake. And like I said, your brake is L2, L1, and then, but on one stick, it's R2, R1. R2 for accelerator, R1 for your brake. As you can see. And we are cruising in here. We're on 6. Alright. Alrighty. But yes, Mike, yes, these are really good brakes. Alright, lock up the doors. Alright, so we have 1.8 miles to go to Bitterfield. And about 1.5 miles, then we're going to be dropping the 37. That's one thing you also have to pay attention to, Ryan, is, oh yes, may the 4th be with you. I noticed today that the last Star Wars movie came out on Disney Plus, so I cannot wait. I actually debated on whether I wanted to start seeing it before I started this stream or wait until after. I think I'll wait till after and see how that all comes out. Oh my goodness. This train is absolutely incredibly fast. The speed buildup on this thing is just unreal. Looks like a huge train, but overall, this thing has some get up and go. This train is no joke, and I better start dropping speed before I get to the point of no return. That's one thing about this train is so awesome. It is really stops on a. Once you get the brakes working, this thing drops hard. Anything past 5. Anything past 5, this thing drops hard. As you can kind of see right there, this thing drops like a boss, and right where we need it to be. And what's funny about these German stations is the fact that they just look like they're out in the middle of absolute nowhere. Alright, for this, I'm going to have to kind of wank this around just a little bit so I can see the doors open. I'm just a sucker for the doors. Oops, I opened the wrong side. And plenty of people getting out on this end. Hopefully they were not confused and decided to get out on the other side. Oh, where's the platform? Ah! That would be a sight.
Bitte achten Sie auf den Abstand zwischen Zug- und Bahnsteigkante.
Thank you. Whatever you just said. Sometimes it makes you wish you took German. Alright. Alright, so yeah, we gotta get going. We got almost 7 miles trip here. I think this begins. Yep. This begins the descent to the tunnel. Hey Mike and Lady, I've seen the tunnel. And each tunnel is unique, Ryan, and I will explain each one to you. It's something I actually looked up. Actually, one time looked up, I did my first run, and I was just like, oh, these tunnels are really exquisite and everything. So I looked it up, and what made them so exquisite. And now I know why they're exquisite. And I will tell you each feature of the tunnels on each stop that we get to. Boom! Oh, there goes my face. Ooh, Humdinger, we can go straight up 100 miles an hour. And right now we're up to 86. I don't know if I've ever gone this fast. There's just a little... Whew. just in nick of time. Just some quick scenery for you. And the problem with Germany is that there's a lot of scenery and a lot of trees. So even if you try to do these views, still the scenery is incredible until the trees get in the way. The scenery really, the one thing I absolutely love about this game is the attention to detail. Kind of the same thing I love about American Truck Simulator. Just attention to detail of each of the states that they've released on that game. Oh my goodness, I'm already spiking over 100. Well, that's my top speed. I can go 103. I am maxed out. Well, I think you're seeing it there, Mike. 103. I am maxed out on this puppy. Now, Ryan, as a public service announcement, do not try this at home until you get really good. Alright, so we're less 2.8 miles away from the start of the tunnel. Oh, really? Okay. Okay, so they're frowning on me just a bit for driving over the speed limit. Ouch. That's painful. Alright, so we'll drop it to 98, 99. We are going downhill. Whew, are we ever. Oh, no, no, no. Alright, 1.6 miles. Right, so we are flying. Oh, yes. Yeah, sometimes it's also, this is like when I get home from work, so this is the first game I play. And I think the two games that are going to be my get home from work games is this one and Construction Simulator. Because for some reason, building stuff is just utterly relaxing to me. And now if we're going to be caroling past the stop here. And like I said, this is break 8. And you see how fast I'm dropping. Okay, so this is just before start of the tunnel. And we're about 3 minutes late. And that red light is not for me. It is. It is beautiful scenery. in this game. Like I said, the one thing I was really impressed with this game when I first saw it, with New York and all the other locations, absolutely attention to detail. If you go back to my first video and how much I was just blown away by how they really paid attention to detail on London Paddington, just absolutely, I was like a kid in a candy store, absolutely blown away by how much attention to detail this game had. And this thing has some serious pickup. Alright, another 6 miles to go here. So these next two holes are pretty far. Alright, let me look real quick. So we still got, okay, Rackwitz, then Messe, Nord. Yeah. I think Messe begins. Either way, the tunnel will be coming up. Yep, and away we go. Enjoy the trip, don't mind the driver. I know I'm already going to be pushing it just a little bit for time. Of course, I did burn some time in figuring out that I did not put the thing on forward. Now, the one thing I would say that still blows me away about train tracks in general is how they all, you know, with all the crisscrossing and all this thing, how well they all just gel. Alright, about just a little bit under 4 miles to Reichwitz, Leipzig. And somebody's paper just got blown out of his hand. Imagine you're standing there waiting for a train, reading a newspaper, and whoosh, here I come. Yeah, you'll blow away. Alright, start dropping speed here because we are approaching our next station. Right, which is Leipzig. Yeah, and just to let you know, Ryan, I do start dropping when I get to zero. I really start dropping speed once I get under a mile. And like I said, it's just a tendency of just making sure you don't drop too fast. Otherwise, you'll stop before you get to the station. Yeah, one thing that blows me away with this train is the horn. The horn is hilarious. Almost like, don't think of it as a really tough train. Well, so far we've unloaded one time, I believe, on the left side. We've done everything on the right side on this run. Oh yeah, blow them away all right. Hey honey, was that today's paper? It was. Yeah, it does. Hey, you walking away. You want to get on the train? Oh, come on. Alright, 3.1 miles to Leipzig Messe, which we're supposed to be there like now. I'm definitely not going to be getting gold on this trip. No gold medal for me. I would say of all the routes, this one is really the longest of really most of the routes I've done. Even Roar Signor did not seem this far away. Of course, like I said, we will still have to go through the city tunnel and all of that good stuff. And the other cool thing is the trains I can use on Roar Signor, you can also use on this route also on the S-Bahn. So that was really cool too. Yep. Blew the newspapers the next week. Alright, so we are going downhill. We are 1.2 away from Messe. And we're already dropping speed, but we will drop it a little bit faster so we don't miss our stop here. Oh my goodness, no, I don't want to drop that quick. Coming through the tunnel. Oh, construction zone. Oh good, so we finally get to unload on the left side this time. Hello. Go down. Alright. Jeez. Yep. Yep, there's that clown again. Yeah, I love this warning sign. That's like that yellow sign right there that represents do not get too close to the do not get too close to the to the edge of the platform. Alright, crank it up and we're ready to roll. Yep. Oh, I bet you it'd be incredible to ride the S-Bahn for real and just open up the window, just take in the sights and everything. Alright, so we're heading to Leipzig Nord. Alright, so we kinda do have to we're in the can't go faster than 75 zone now. Ow. And there's one of our fellow trains going by. At least we're not the only ones out here. As you can see, I've got it on brake 2. I mean, we're steadily dropping, but we're still cruising in there good. This platform is a little short, so you kind of have to prepare for how short that. Yeah, the platform is not that long, so you kind of just have to prepare for that. As you play it, Ryan, you'll get you'll get more familiar with each route, each route, each platform, towns, and everything. It is. Yeah, that's the train that I showed. That you can also drive on Ruhr Signord, or you can also drive it here on the S-Bahn series. Alright, time to lock it. Alright, now to start.
Bitte achten Sie auf den Abstand zwischen Zug- und Bahnsteigkante.
Now the start of the tunnel begins. Leipzig HBF TF. That is where we're headed. Exactly. You will be a pro in no time, my friend. Oh my gracious. Well, that sure came on quick. That speed droppage. I'm going with the high beams. Oh boy. Man, welcome to the tunnel. Whoa. Yeah, we are going down. Whoop. Oh, we're really going to have to drop hard, drop fast. Just to show you this incredible tunnel. This was what they call the stone tunnel. Everything is kind of a stucco type tunnel, which is absolutely incredible. There is the Leipzig HBF. There you can see the marble look on the top end of the ceiling. Every tunnel is exquisite. Yeah, that's why I put the high beams on. And whoo, wait a minute. Oh yeah, I did turn the cab lights off. All right. Alright, so as we head to the next stop, which is the Leipzig Market. Oh yeah. And then even into the tunnel. is still exquisite as anything. Just you can see the markings on the top end right there. Absolutely incredible. That's why I wanted to show you. That way I could. That's why I put the high beams on. Now this next tunnel is just as incredible as the first one. The first one is out of the stone, or marquee type stone. This one is including the steps that those people are walking on, is all made out of wood. Now they call this the wooden tunnel. Including the steps these people are walking on are completely made out of wood. It goes to the ceiling. And then over here to the side walls here, all wood. Even driving into this tunnel, as you can see, even towards the back, just absolutely blows me away with how really to detail this game really is. Dude, you gonna get on? Or you're just gonna stand there? Alright, so as we head towards Leipzig, Wilhelm, Leuchner Platz. Indeed, would make an incredible fallout place. And then, of course, the exquisitry of the tunnels continue. And everything is literally, each of these stops are in yards, Ryan. No, there is no miles between these stops here in the tunnel. Oh, come on. Alright, the next tunnel we're in is what they call the light tunnel. Everything is well lit in this tunnel. Maybe even up to the ceiling is just incredibly done. Made completely out of lights. Actually, where is the door? All the time. Alright, as you can see, everything is well lit in this tunnel. This is why they called it the light tunnel. It is very bright in here. Really just, again, adds another dimension of detail. And there you see Leipzig, Wilhelm, Leuchner Platz, the light tunnel. You got the wind tunnel, the wooden tunnel, the stone tunnel, and now the light tunnel. Alright. Alright, and then Leipzig Bayerischer BF. Again, all in yards, not in miles. And this has to be, you know, the one thing about this tunnel, going through these tunnels and everything makes it the S-Bahn series one of my favorite routes to go through as we get to go through this. And they absolutely did a heck of a job. And after this, ooh. And then this tunnel, don't really know oh yes, love it. The SA, hey, come back, I want to ride. No, come back. What makes this tunnel exquisite is that it has the sun can come through here, and it has these exquisite poles here of different colors right there. So I have to look that up, see what they call this tunnel. The Bayerischer Bahnhof. So pretty incredible. And then same thing on this end. Alright. Close the door, lock the doors. Alright. And now we're on our way out of the tunnel. To Leipzig MDR. Yes, I thought so too. Lots of detail. And then once you kind of do this route yourself, Ryan, you will see just how incredible, seeing it firsthand too. Alright, this time we can finally come outside. Alright, now I can kill the high beams. And then after this, we will take a ride on the new route of Southern England, and then we'll also take a ride on the Baby Bullet, or the cow train. Once this route is over. Looks like we got Conwitz. Yep, our last stop. I was beginning to wonder. Alright, 1.3 miles to go to Conwitz, and then that will conclude this journey on the S-Bahn. And then we'll hit the lovelies of Southern England, and then we'll hitch up a ride with the cow train, the Baby Bullet. Now, if you thought Germany was one place, wait until you see the countryside of England. Oh yeah, well, we don't want to get too crazy here. Indeed, it makes you want to go to Germany and ride the S-Bahn and just take it in all yourself. Alright, and we'll go inside and then go outside. So people get out of here. This looks like this is just in the middle of absolute nowhere. Ah, stairs. Alright, found a grit shovel.
Vorsicht an den Türen und bei der Abfahrt des Zuges. Die Türen schließen automatisch.
Alright, so we completed all of the routes. Thank goodness. I am level 10 and level 11 on the BR 1442-6 Talent 2. So pretty much we were late on all the stops, mostly due to the little hiccup at the beginning. But other than that, we actually did pretty well. And making sure that we hit all of our stops. Alright. Oh, were they? I didn't even notice. Thank you. Alright, so we're going to hit the countryside of England. The East Coastway, which is the picturesque countryside of southern England. And then we'll come back and do the Peninsula Corridor so that we can hook it up with the Baby Bullet. Alright, timetable. And we're going to hit the class 377/4SN, which is currently, I believe, still being used. Now, this is still, hey, one thing. Oh, okay, I'm going to kind of crank it early morning here. I'm going to, let's see, Brighton to Ori. Actually, we'll hit Ori to Brighton. I think that'll be good. That way we kind of see the station at Brighton in its splendor coming in. MP15DC, and then for the Canadian Oakville subdivision. Alright, well, we are certainly unlock the doors. I need to take care of something real fast. Alright, get all the normal signals in, as I do drive with the signals, which I love doing. Ooh. Now the interesting part about this train is the I'll toggle the tail lights too. The interesting part about this train, it can go up from 4 to 8 to 12 cabs. Oh, well, that could be a problem. Okay. Alright, I had to deal with this last time. A little bit of a glitch where the doors did not want to open. So we'll just reboot, restart, and hopefully we'll be good to go here. Alrighty. Our key is on. Okay. Oh, what? Oh, good grief. Right, there we go. Alright. Close my own door. And this is another one gear. Yeah, I'm not sure what it is, but oh, I'm not sure what it is, but it is a little bit of a glitch. Oh yes, one thing to know about if you get this DLC run is that this train here runs incredibly quick. It does not take long to really fire this puppy up. Yep, on our way. So what I meant by the one stick, Brian, was that the brake and the accelerator are all on the same. Yep. And those beeps you hear is a warning signal, same as the Great Western Railway. If you don't hit it, then that is, they can shut you down if you don't hit it in time. Another one. I like driving with the signals. It makes me almost, oh boy, oh boy. What is going on here? Well, I know this is a very busy route. I know this is a very busy route, and I did have a yellow there, so this route changes yellows like crazy. Okay. Oh, good grief. Come on, guys. Alright, whew. Green light. Yeah, the one thing on this route, Ryan, to really look out for is that the lights change incredibly fast. You just have to be a bit wary of that. Oh yes, it is incredible scenery. I'll try to give you the look from both ends here, as if the trees don't get in the way. Trees are not helping. And if you do run with the signals, like the little beep you hear, Ryan, then it's the circle button on your controller that shuts it off. And the brakes on this thing they are really good. They are no joke. I heard a dog barking. Now the signals, as far as I know, are only for the, like the sounds you hear on my train. Those signals are only for the Brits, and I believe for the Germans too, even though I haven't really been able to find the signal bases on the German trains yet. But I generally run with all the signals on my England trains. And maybe not exactly where I want it to be. But the brakes on this thing is absolutely incredible. And there we go. The door is finally open. And the only reason I do these up-close shots of the doors and everything, I like hearing the doors open and all that good stuff. I'm a sucker for it. And what trips me out about is the loading time here on this route they are incredibly quick getting on the train. It's almost like they're rushing on. And top gear on this train is 4, so this thing has a lot of get up and go. comfortable is. It's almost like they're rushing on. I can just imagine people just, you know, pushing everybody. Oh, they want to be on my train. Alright, I've driven 37 miles so far. Thank you. I cannot believe how incredibly fast this train is. And we're also going down 2% grade of hill. And now we're down to 6% grade hill. My goodness. We are not going over 90 right now. Come on, that's just 1 mile. Ding dong. And even on 2, the brakes are incredibly quick. And that's one thing you'll have to get used to, Ryan, on this route, is the brakes work like a boss. Coming through. Yeah, and with all the cabs I have right now, this is a big train. This is the longest train I've driven on this route, 12 cars. Holy cow, people, slow down. Uh-huh. Down a ticket machine. Like I say, well, even before I found that ticket machine, they were already loaded, ready to go. They are incredible. Now, other thing I like about is the lighting, the words on the train saying where we're going, and then it says the same thing here in the front, which I think is really cool. Alright, Ryan, quit turning on the windshield wipers. Yep, like I said, you can go 4 cars, 8 cars, 12 cars, and I'm driving a train with 8 cars. Okay, 8 cars, not 12. Alright, so we're here in the Glen. Oh, the finger slipped, huh? That's why you're sitting over there in the second man seat. There you go. Seat's all ready for you. Alright, got it. Oh my goodness, we are going down 5% grade. Uphill. We are just, oh, thank you. Okay, that was a little weird. You must have accidentally hit the directional switch because I just started dropping speed like crazy. Okay. But we're actually not too bad. We'll just cruise in. We're already under a mile, so we don't need to cruise in there too hard. Yeah, like I was saying, with the scenery, absolutely incredible. Even over here is impressive. Alright, oh, oops. swing that over real fast. Oh, I'm sure Mike told you to turn on the windshield wipers. Wait till the brake pressure gets back up, and away we go to lose. Which is less than 2 miles away. Mike doesn't believe you. Actually, 2.6 miles, almost under 3 miles, so yeah, that's the next green light is under 2 miles. So, on to lose. And here's the scenery shot once again. My gracious, the early morning sun is just absolutely breathtaking. Ooh, look at the mountains. Of all the camera angles, this is by far my favorite. Now I can go to the rear, and you get to even see more scenery. I like being up close and personal. Oh, the Phantom, huh? Was it the same? Ooh, okay. The Phantom or the Opera, maybe? Alright, that signal going off. Oh my gracious. Here, oh, yeah, lose is a no joke here. Yeah, when we drop. Okay, this is when it gets crazy. Yeah, you're trying to, succumb to the speed. You're trying to gauge the speed and everything else, and then you got signals going off and everything else. That's when it gets absolutely a little crazy. Now, Lewes is a pretty busy station, duh. It's crazy. Hey, stop. No, I didn't not to stop there. Okay, there you go, Ryan. Lesson number 1. How not to stop too soon. Because even the best of us, we get bit like that. Oh, no. Alrighty, finally. Yep, oops. I wasn't even anywhere close to the platform. And they're just rushing onto the train like it's rush hour. I'm ready to get home. They're just knocking everybody out of the way. Now to get up out of here is quite slow, like no more than 10 miles an hour before you hit Palmer. But getting out of Louvre is incredibly slow. Yeah, really. Maybe they need a bathroom. Alright, 4.3 miles and we're just cruising. Comfortable. And we'll eventually get there. Holy smokes. It kind of blew me away the first time I did this route. I was like, are you kidding me? Oh, thank you. We're bombing 10 miles an hour here, and we still had 4.2 miles to go. Now, one thing I kind of wish that they do well on bus simulators, when buses see each other on bus simulator, like on my route, they'll flash at me just to say hi. I kind of wish the trains engineer people did kind of the same thing, or just honk your horn. That would be cool. Can't go any faster than 55 here, so, and we're going up a 1.1% grade hill. Now we can go 70. take a shot from inside here. Thank you. This monitor over here shows the train doors, whether they're open and closed. And up there is my taillights and headlights. So overall, I like the outside view better. And you know from my early videos, I did a lot of the inside driving. And now I'm doing basically a lot of this. So I enjoy it very much. Alright, 1.2 miles to Fulmer. And we're still going up a 1.1 grade hill. Better start dropping speed. Something about honking in a tunnel. This is pretty cool. Alright, so we made it. Oh. Oh yes, the cabin definitely has a lot to, there's a lot to do in here. Alright. Especially if you're in a train with a very small window, I just enjoy the outside view a lot more. Alright, so we're out on our way to Moscombe. And then our final destination, Brighton. And then you'll get to see Brighton Station. And then we'll take a cruise on the Cal train in California on the Baby Bullet. Thank you. So tell me this, Mike and Lady and Ryan, of all the routes I've done on this game so far, of course Mike and Lady have seen most of them, which route do you prefer the most? station looks like it's just nothing. Oh boy. Alright. Oh boy. Well, that's a sound I did not want to... Oh my goodness. Forget it. That's a sound I did not want to hear. Oh, they're all great. Can't make up my mind. And that's a sound I did not want to hear right now, which is lightning flashing and thunder outside. And that generally happens in my train tends to go to absolute crud. I'm going to see. Going to see if we can hang. Alright, on our way to Brighton. They are all good routes. I love them. Now, overall, I love the S-Bahn, mostly due to the tunnels. Love the tunnels. Love going through those tunnels, but it is the longest route on the game. I would say the only second one to that is NEC New York. Oh my gracious. I'll tell you one thing, when they say speed drops in a hurry, they are not kidding. As we are about to drop to 30, we are about to drop to 30 here. Just that fast. Now this viewpoint I absolutely love. Gotta go to the wide view here. Would you trees move? This is what I'm talking about. The view is just incredible. The scenery, the detail. Absolutely incredible. Oh, that's not a lady love outside. Alright, so here, coming into Brighton Station. This place is absolutely incredible. The detail on this station is just, it blows me away. And we're pulling in to stay at platform 6. I'm sure you can hear the squeaking. And we are here. Woohoo! And we finally Alright, Ryan, will do. You do the same, my friend. And I will see you tomorrow. And hopefully I'll get to see more more whatever you got coming tomorrow. Alright, so we complete our objective. And we get silver medal. So we didn't do too bad. We were actually between a minute, 2 minutes later. 3 minutes towards the end, but hey, we'll still take it. So there is Brighton Station. Alright, I'm going to free run real fast just to show you just how incredible okay. Switch off. Give me my key. Alright. Oh, not the window. Alright, so here is Brighton Station. Let me go back and close the door. Sorry. Sorry. Alright, so here's Brighton Station, and if you really just look at the entire detail of this place, it is absolutely incredible. All the way out here, the absolute detail of this place is exquisite. Reminds me a little bit of you know, just how in detail London Paddington was for me, and they have really done a heck of a job with just the detail of each and every station in this game. And I tell you, yes, I am I tell you, I continue to be impressed every time they release a new DLC, and I get to see the detail of every station, no matter what it is. I am just blown away by it. It just goes to show you that, you know, people who make this game really care, and they take a lot of pride in their work to make it right the first time. And that's one thing I love about this game. Alright, I'm going to quit to the main menu real quick. Alright, so I'm still hoping that so far we're still good on the stats and everything else. So far I haven't been knocked off or anything, so I'm going to give it a run here on the Caltrain, on the Baby Bullet. We're going to head to the Peninsula Corridor. Timetable, and we are going to hit the NP36PH3CT. Talk about saying that 10 times fast. Alright, so we're going to go from San Francisco to San Jose on the Baby Bullet, and then that will conclude our evening for tonight. And then like I said, I'm going to be working tomorrow, trying to get more content going and ready to roll, experiment, so to say. And hopefully I will get everything else. That's the train we are about to embark with, the MP36. So I will have new stuff tomorrow, and including the continuation of the I may just do like an afternoon stream to see if the Mavericks can remain undefeated as they'll take on the Denver Nuggets. And of course, you also have the Minnesota Timberwolves in action also. All right, so here is green light on. We'll just do dim. Headlights in the rear, we'll dim those. Horn, what am I missing here? Oops, wrong side. Now this train I have not driven a whole lot, so this is going to be an absolute experiment for all of us. Front lights off, step, right, everything else on. Sheets off, engine start, that's on, because I can hear it. Okay. Fuse cabinet. Yes, I have a fuse cabinet. Alrighty. Valve is out. Right, the big question is, where's my directional? Okay. Okay. May have to do a quick tutorial. Hey, puppy love bowl puppy, how's it going tonight? Well, I had already released the brakes and everything. I just didn't do the directional. It broke. But nothing wrong with doing a quick tutorial just to get it right the first time. Alright, MP36PH3C introduction.
Welcome to this MP36PH-3C diesel-electric locomotive in Caltrain livery. This brief introduction will cover basic driving controls, passenger door operation, and recovery from an emergency stop. Climb aboard to get started.
Alright.
A lot of time will be spent in the engineer's seat.
Now you don't say.
These trains operate a semi-fast service pattern, and thus do not stop at all stations on the line. Be sure to only stop where indicated.
Alrighty.
Activate the auxiliary systems as indicated.
Yep. On. Yep, did those. Did those.
To confirm this locomotive in the train is in charge of the brake systems, set the cut-in control.
Bet you that was it.
This locomotive has a removable reverser. This must be inserted. Take a quick glance at the platform to ensure all is safe, then unlock the doors.
Yeah, you gotta set the you gotta set that puppy cutoff valve to passenger before you put in your reverser. That was the issue. I had not done that. Oh well, good thing I'm doing this tutorial. Haha.
It's time to depart. Set the doors to locked. When fully releasing the brakes, wait until the brake cylinder gauge has stopped moving before applying the throttle.
Alright.
When using the throttle to increase power,
Oh boy. Hearing that bell isn't going to get old.
use the throttle and brake levers to ensure the line speed limit is adhered to.
You have? You pick cars in this game? Oh, that's good. I can't say I have. This is going to be a challenging train here. Oh, thank you. Be able to really cruise the outside view a bit with this train. Shut that bell off. Oh, do you? Oh, so you're a risky dude.
Take a quick glance at the platform to ensure all is safe, then unlock the doors.
Alright. Okay. Oh, so how old are you? And welcome to my stream tonight. I certainly do appreciate you checking in tonight. Ah, well, congratulations on hitting the big 1-0.
With passengers boarded, proceed to the next station. Be aware that before arriving there, an emergency stop will be simulated.
about this train. It is incredibly slow. It has some good get up and go power, but the startup is very slow. Can you not hear me? Oh, thank you. Just a little bit of lag there. Down due to the weather outside. Oh, it is starting to get rough. Oh, okay. Yeah, that's true. Alright, so we're currently in an emergency stop situation. Just like they told us would happen. Oh no. You can only imagine that. Because once you derail, then it'll say
To recover
that.
from this situation, the controls must first be reset. Follow the indicated steps.
Alright.
The train is ready to move again. Continue on to the next station.
Alright, will do. Alright, Redwood City. Oh yeah, big right here. Oh yeah, it is loud. Oh boy. I think about as far as I'm going to get here tonight is get through this tutorial and then probably have to knock off as the outside is really beating on the house right now and the lights are flickering. Get me to the next station, I'll be happy. Taking the view, Mike and Lady, and Puppy. I can understand why they call this the sky's the limit. Yeah, I've got Train SimWorld on my PS4, and then I also have Train Simulator 2020 on my PC. Yes, it would be fun. That is a horn. That's a real horn there. And I can't shut it off.
Practice makes perfect. Take a quick glance at the platform to ensure all is safe, then unlock the doors.
Already done that. Thank you.
Good work. That concludes this introduction. More details on the operation of this train can be found in the manual.
Alright, so we hit our objectives in this thing. So I'll take it. Alright. Alright, so it looks like that's about as far as we're going to get for tonight due to the horrible weather that's going on outside right now. So I just don't want to get any issues with my stream because of it. So I'm going to go ahead. Who thinks the ice train should be fun in the game? I think it'd be incredible. And who knows, they may put it in there. So that would be incredibly fun. So I'm going to go ahead and knock off for tonight. Mike, Lady, Ryan, and Puppy, Lover, Boy, Puppy. I certainly do appreciate you joining my stream here tonight, as we have covered a lot of territory tonight as here on Train Sim World. So I'm, what about the P40? P40 I think would be great too. Whatever they feel they need to add to the game to give different trains, different routes, and all everything else, I'm good for. And if you've tried Train Simulator 2020, and there's a lot of content on that too, that covers a lot of different aspects too. So check that out too, Puppy, Lover, Boy, Puppy. It's on Steam for the PC, and of course Train Sim World and Train Simulator 2020 are also available on PS4, PC, Xbox One. So there's a lot of different things here. But I'm going to go ahead and knock off for tonight, as it's just getting worse and worse outside. So I will say goodnight, and thanks for joining. Puppy Lover, Boy, Puppy, if you like what you see, make sure to hit like, subscribe, the button, and if you also give us a thumbs up if you enjoyed tonight's episode. I know you came in a little bit later, but I'm certainly glad you did. And welcome to the Diamond, and welcome to the Diamond family. So I certainly appreciate that, my friend. I certainly do. Alright, so until tomorrow, have yourself a great evening, and I will see everybody tomorrow night, 10 o'clock Eastern Time, my time. So if you live on other time zones, then just take effect for what time I will be on. 10 o'clock Eastern Time is my time, and I will see everybody then. As always, follow my Twitter feed, Diamonds Plus 915, where all my updates and links and everything else when I'm on and everything else goes there. So until then, as always, tell those closest to you that you love them. As always, buckle up for safety. Stay safe out there during the whole coronavirus. Seems like we're getting towards the end of it, but still, as always, be careful out there. And as always, keep God number one. God bless everyone. Have a great, great evening.